Me.
I saw that little scrub bush and I was like, man, that looks like the bush I had him marked by.
I saw bushes that I never saw.
Like how, I don't know how we couldn't see his antler tips.
Go ahead. The thing is, I didn't want to freaking pull my binos out and scan because they were too close. It's too loud.
10 yards.
Yeah, I mean, I've lived that 1,000 times. Now it's 1,001 of watching him go away without narrowing him. Freaking was scanning. I was like, oh my gosh, his horns are right there. And I could see he was kind of like, he could hear something up here, you know. But dang it, dude, I was easing, I was scanning. I just didn't see him until I took the last step. This is the worst. I mean, seriously, man. So all he'd do is just sit here literally all day until he got up. All he needed was to see his horns first. We were in a bad spot, really. We should have been back there because he was uphill facing.
Yeah.
And I knew that. I knew he was uphill facing. So stupid.
For some odd reason, Roy's getting jealous of all the camera time I'm getting. He apparently wanted to be in the shot. Anyways, saw what happened this morning. That's really the only buck we're chasing over here. Last year we would bump him out and he would come back, I don't know, a day or so later. But, you know, Roy's got a tag too, and he's got a region, so he's got several areas. And so we're going to check out some new spots and go somewhere we've never been before, and hopefully we can find some deer. And yeah, it's always an adventure. So off we go.
Wasn't the biggest one. He wasn't the biggest one, but he was a good deer. My biggest buck yet. I don't think he was the biggest one.
I think he was.
Stroked him, dude. I can't believe that worked out. We slipped around this knoll, and this little 4-point busted me right here. And I was like, oh, it's over. He's done. He stared at me for a second, flagged his tail, and kind of walked off like he was nervous. We crept up a little more. I peeked up. He busted me again. And he just slipped behind the hill and just went walking off. And I knew that right down here was the last place I'd seen the big buck. And I knew he had to kind of be in front. I got here and I saw this little 2-point going up the drainage. And he just come walking out. And I got a good range on him. He was dead on the button at 60 yards and bottom pin. Let him hold it. And I mean, it's probably one of the best shots I've ever made. I feel like it was there when it squeezed and it went off just like I was in the backyard practicing. This morning, things didn't go right on JC's hunt. We bumped that deer out. So this afternoon, we went looking for deer, and we were just, you know, driving 2-track roads and things, just looking for deer. This is a little piece of public right here, and we're driving through, and we come around this edge, and we spot these bucks coming up the drainage, and we just spin the truck around and drove right around. I mean, you can see the road right here. I mean, it's a small piece of public. There's a fence line right over there. And I mean, it's just a small chunk, and these bucks were on it, and the opportunity presented itself. And man, we're public land hunters, and when we get an opportunity, it doesn't matter how big the piece of public ground it is, we're taking it. And I mean, yeah, this one worked out perfect. I couldn't ask for it to go on any better. But yeah, and he's dead right here by the road. Like, this is going to be the easiest pack out of my life. So I'm excited. I'm ready to put my hands on him and see first velvet muley ever. Just Jack.
Bro. Yes, sir, man.
Holy cow, man. Again, way better than I anticipated, better than I'd hoped for, and wow, and just, yeah, I mean, it's so crazy that it happened the way it did, because we grind, we pack in, we do backcountry hunts, and we do everything, but you know, you can't always find them there, and so we will take and run these roads and check out these little pieces of public ground. And you know, every now and then you get lucky and find a great buck like this on a little small piece of public, you know, right off the road. And you know, I am just jacked beyond belief at this deer. It's more than I'd hoped for sure. On this trip, I was hoping to take my first velvet muley, but you know, I didn't have any expectations of getting a buck this nice. And again, I'm just, I got to give God the glory for it, because you know, I'm not this talented. It was just given to me. So yeah, I gotta get this guy worked up, though. I gotta quit being so excited and do the work. I'm just struggling for words even, but it's awesome. And,